welcome back to the channel. I apologize for my absence, but I am back. During this time, I was still updating Discord and also the Twitter page. So if you do like the constant updates with the current sentiment of the crypto space, news, and important updates for particular projects that you like to follow, go ahead and join our Discord community or join our Twitter community. The links will be in the description. Or if you like a community that just wants to break down the walls to traditional finance in the crypto space, trying to mend those two worlds together, go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe, and also hit the bell so you can get notified every time I come on the net. All right, so the reason why I'm making this video today is to explain my top 3 picks for DeFi staking, yield farming, and what have you. I'll also be talking about a couple of the market sentiments because a lot has happened since the last time I came on the net and updated you guys. So let's get into it. As you can see on the screen, Rio official explains why the city is putting 1% of its treasury reserves into crypto. And I have been following this story ever since it came out because I find this truly fascinating. There was a Twitter post I will put on the screen showing the playbook of how Bitcoin could get to $1 million per coin. Obviously, this is well in advance of our time, so maybe 10, 15 years from now, but still, the idea is there. It's alive and well. The crypto space has proven itself over and over again that the fundamentals that it possesses are far superior of our current financial system. And I just want to bring you guys this news so we can keep tabs on the news that's coming out. We've had billionaires buying Bitcoin. We've had elected officials, government officials, saying they want their paychecks in Bitcoin. We've had pro athletes who we know have a very favorable wallet towards the heavy side saying they want their paychecks in crypto as well. We've had countries buying crypto. We've had companies and institutions buying crypto as well. So it's only fair that we keep tabs on these things because there's something going on. It's not just you. It's not just me. We all notice it. And the more the news comes out, the more we can just solidify the idea that crypto is going to be a winner. If you are invested now, congratulate yourself. If you're not, I would say stay tuned and do the research necessary to either find your way into the market or continue to stand by. Your choice. All right, let's go ahead and see what this article is talking about. The elected official, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name because you know why. The city's Secretary of Economic Development told CoinDesk TV that the move seeks to reduce locals' distrust of cryptocurrencies and turn the city into a crypto hub like Miami. So the city of Rio has been, well, the people of Rio have been shaken to their core due to crypto scams, crypto rug pulls. So the people are very skeptical right now. And what the government wants to do is try to say, hey, we're getting in first. We're putting our toes in the pool. The water's warm. Come join us. This, that, and the other. And this move is going to hopefully quell the fears of their locals to be into crypto or Bitcoin as a whole. And it's just really crazy how years ago we would never think this would have happened. You telling me that governments are urging their citizens to get into crypto? And this is only to get a financially advantageous spot in the global spotlight, because all of the countries right now who are opting into Bitcoin, opting into putting their treasury or a percentage of their reserves, the spotlight is on them. All eyes are on them. Whether it's negative because people love to cast stones from a glass house, or it's positive and others just want to see that country in particular succeed. It's just really nice overall, and I'm glad they're urging their locals to get into crypto and actually trust it, finding good projects so you do not get rug pulled. which will tie directly in to the main topic at hand. But first, let's get through another article. Next up, we have SEC approves BSTX as newest national securities exchange facility. Just showing another stepping stool from traditional finance, well, actually a bridge from traditional finance to the crypto space. This move is going to modernize the way retail investors like me and you, institutional investors like MicroStrategy, Tesla, Fidelity, it's going to change the way we trade, the way Wall Street knows the stock market, which is great. I can only imagine what 10 years down the road is going to look like. Distributed ledger technology will be the foundation of all things that moves money, for sure. Reading down here, I'm just going to read this point and move on. As the newest national securities exchange, BSTX creates a new dynamic for retail and institutional investors as well as issuers, while setting a new standard for the use of blockchain by spearheading adoption of innovative technology for use cases in the mainstream securities markets. And basically what that means is that it's a regulatory sandbox for the most crucial technology that blockchain uses that makes it better, integrated into this new exchange for, like I said before, for retail investors who aren't, solely in the crypto space, institutional investors who are not solely in the crypto space, and then on. But I really like this idea. Can't wait to see more of it, and I will bring it right to you when I get the news. And lastly, the White House considers Bitcoin and crypto a matter of national security. I wanted to cover this very briefly. I'm not going to stick too long on this because I talked so much in the beginning, but this is huge. This is really huge. All of the arguments I had with people saying crypto will never fully integrate into our current monetary system, all of that just goes out the window. It shows that you do not do any research and you're literally just arguing for the sake of arguing. Now, in my opinion, and I'm not saying this is fact, but we're here now. Bitcoin and crypto is a matter of national security. What does this mean? As a retail investor, you should really be thinking about what has happened in the past, and that could potentially dictate our future. So back when gold was confiscated from everyone, I believe early 1900s, I'm not really too sure about the specific year, it was a matter of national security that they collect this commodity from the people due to the uncertainty of the country's monetary system. And this was during wartime. And anytime you have something that is deemed a matter of national security, it's almost like a blanket statement. Like when I leave my hazards on to go into Rite Aid so I can find the best parking spot, pretending like my car is broken down, but in reality, I just wanted the parking spot, so I put my hazards on. It's a matter of national security. It's like that when you think of it as a blanket statement. Some of the most historic actions have been taken under a matter of national security. If you guys do not know, the US is not supposed to target individuals in other countries like you are some kind of hitman. But under a matter of national security or a threat to national security, they can. You can do whatever you want. And bringing it all back, I believe that Biden telling these government agencies to look into Bitcoin, to look into crypto, and see what their stance is going to be as a government body as a whole so they can finally get on one page. What if they deem that holding Bitcoin is financially advantageous on a global stage before every other country buys it up, or just simply adding it to its balance sheet as a reserve? It's the best performing asset since its inception in 2009. Or any other crypto they deem it necessary to hold. They can buy the majority of it before everybody else does, or force a buyback, which they did with gold in the early 1900s. 1933. Yeah, it was 1933. But that is all I want to say about this article. I could literally go on all day about this. That's pretty much how I feel about this. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your opinion is. Do you think this will lead to the government finally taking a positive stance on crypto? And also, with the government taking over on regulating cryptocurrency, do you think that this will trump the SEC in the Ripple case if the current regulation that the government puts out after this executive order? Will we finally see salvation to XRP holders? I am also an XRP holder. I just put my bags deep in cold storage to never be touched again. All right, let's move on to the actual topic at hand. And that is my top 3 picks for DeFi services. So whether that's staking, providing liquidity for liquidity pools, I'm going to provide the best ones in my opinion, also the safest. But before that, I'm just going to briefly speak on the risks because this is an educational channel and I always want everyone to know the potential risks being made when you are making such lucrative gains. All right, so as you can see on the screen, the top 3 risks, which are pretty much the main ones, are DeFi rug pulls, which you would get with newer dexes that pop up out of nowhere, really no credibility, not really launching on a credible platform like Cardano, Solana, Polkadot. So you will definitely see rug pulls like those. The only way I can recommend to avoid DeFi rug pulls is finding a credible DeFi platform. So we just had a DEX, 2 brand new DEXs launch on the Cardano ecosystem. Very new. We really don't know anything about them, but they are launching on a really credible platform. So I can applaud them for that. And I assume they're safe. Also, looking at the team tells a lot about their intentions, whether they show their faces early or not. The next one is flash loan attack. So what a flash loan attack is, with DeFi, you can get loans. And those loans are typically backed by collateral. So let's say if I have $10,000 and I want to do a 50% loan to value ratio, that means they would give me $5,000. So they'll lock up my $5,000 and they will give me $5,000. And usually you can use this to trade out of crypto. I do have a video on this. I will post it up on the screen explaining how you can use loans to your benefit, but more on that later. And what a flash loan is, pretty much a uncollateralized loan. They're typically smaller, but this can also be used at mass scale. If you have a lot of people taking out a whole bunch of small loans, you can eventually crash that DEX or crash that market, whatever they're targeting, because you just ultimately don't pay it back, which you are just snatching money from the system. And the most important, which is impermanent loss. So when you provide liquidity to liquidity pools, they typically require you to add the same ratio of whatever coin you're putting, whatever the other coin is in that pool, you have to add both coins at the same ratio. So if there's a ratio of 50%, if it's Tether and Bitcoin, I have to put $50,000 worth of Tether in the pool, and I also have to have $50,000 worth of Bitcoin. So whether that's 1.8 or 1.9 Bitcoin to 50,000 Tether, because we know Tether is equal to the US dollar. It just makes it easier to explain that way. But those are pretty much the 3 risks. Stay vigilant, stay safe, stay wealthy. All right, my first staking protocol. I think this is my favorite one that I have not used yet. Quick disclaimer, but I am stacking money on the side to enter in one lump sum because the numbers that you see on the screen are absolutely delicious. The 64.8% APY. And if you guys don't know, you also get NFT multipliers. Let me scroll down to the bottom. Yeah, so you get a 2x NFT inventory, which is really nice. So if you have NFTs in your Theta wallet, that would be more than enough to get you well over 64%. with the 2% multiplier, 2x multiplier. And the reason why I like this so much, the TBILL is quite new. This staking protocol just started maybe 2 weeks ago. This is something I wanted to bring to you guys, but obviously I was out. It's fairly easy to start. You first go to ThetaSwap. You create a pool after connecting your wallet, and then you go to TBILL.io, connect your wallet as well, and you simply just click the staking on. And that is it. Depending on how many NFT multipliers you get, which I'm pretty sure it's capped. You can't just have infinite NFT multipliers, but you will be well on your way to making 64.8%. And like I said, the reason why I like this as well is because the technology behind it. The reason why the TBILL stays stable is because their supply elasticity protocol, which allows for the supply of the actual asset to constrict or expand due to market demand. So if you have a whole bunch of T-bills flooding the market, the supply will constrict to prevent the heavy fluctuation of price, which mitigates risk for the users, which is really good because you would then have the people who want to use the TBILL. Maybe they're doing swapping or they're doing a bridge, crossing coins. The people who are providing liquidity beneath the surface are in direct benefit to those who actually want to use the platform. So you can see up there, you can swap and do things like that. That is all thanks to liquidity providers like myself and whoever else decides to do it. We are hard at work behind the scenes. Also, if you want an in-depth video on how to operate these DeFi platforms, let me know. I am not staking on this one yet, but I know the process very well. So when I do collect the amount of capital that I want, I will go in one large lump sum. So let me know down in the comments and I will create that video. All right, next up, this one's going to be pretty quick because I have talked about Cosmos before. This is the Cosmos Hub. And like you guys know, Cosmos is the internet of blockchains. It brings all of the blockchains together in one nice, easy to use hub. So you can see here, you have Cosmo, OSMOSIS, Secret Network, Acash, Crypto.org, Star, Sift, Certec, Iris, Regen, all of that good stuff. And like I have showed you before, their staking rates in the Cosmos Hub are pretty delicious, very delicious. You get 14.8 for Cosmos, 86% for Osmosis, and 24 for Secret Network. But I have been using this Cosmos Hub for staking for a little while now, and I do like it. It is really easy to use, but if you are looking to move funds really quick, I would recommend just going with the DeFi exchange that I'm going to show you on the Cosmos Hub, which is OSMOSIS. Because when you want to take funds out of here, you have to wait 21 days. A full 21 days to fully remove and gain access to your coins. And this is due to the fact that they like to maintain market stability. So not everyone could pull out at once and cause a market crash or a severe market fluctuation, which is pretty neat. It's a good security protocol. It's just not for me. When I want my capital, I want it now because there are a lot of opportunities. But let's get into OSMOSIS. So with the OSMOSIS DEX, it is really nice. When I brought my Cosmos coins over here, all I had to do was go to assets and use their IBC protocol. So you can actually see Cosmos technology actually being utilized here. I brought my Cosmos tokens over to OSMOSIS and I just picked my desired pool and I provided liquidity to it for 89.5%, which is very tasty. Love those gains. And so far it has been very easy to use. When you first provide liquidity, you don't have to add 2 coins. You can add 1 coin and it does the ratio for you. It maintains the ratio. You don't have to add 50% like I was telling you with the other pools. And I think that's pretty cool. When you add ease of access and easier onboarding, you're going to get people. because the process is just more streamlined. There's no thinking, there's just doing and earning. Love it. So as you can see, OSMOSIS is my top, not my top, but my number 2 DeFi exchange to earn, especially while we're in a down market. I forgot to talk about it at the beginning. We are experiencing some serious financial turmoil right now. And as always, if you would like to see more about this exchange or a detailed review of how to get involved with OSMOSIS staking, let me know down in the comments. This exchange is also pretty safe. And the reason why I know that is because with OSMOSIS DEX using the Cosmos Hub, as you've seen on the Ateller wallet, they have an immense amount of liquidity and nothing less. They will not fall short anytime soon because they are branching multiple blockchains together. So it's not just one protocol's liquidity at stake here. You have about 8 other protocols' liquidity bridging back and forth to each other or even being staked. So there's no worry on risky market fluctuations here, which I like. I love the security and I love the gains. We're talking about nearly 90% here, and the risk of impermanent loss, which would be a direct result of high volatility. So if these coins were to drop really fast, I would lose a portion of my money because of the ratio being off. Either way, let me stop rambling and let's move on to our last pick. Well, my last pick. And that is Anchor Protocol. This is a byproduct of Terra Luna's blockchain. Pretty nice. Not the most delicious returns compared to what I showed you in the previous tabs, but it is safe. Like I said, all of these protocols, all of these chains have security measures in place to make them safe from market fluctuations, which you do not want when you have your coins staked, especially like the Cosmos Hub holding your coins for 25 days. Unlike the OSMOSIS DEX, which you can get it out the same day, Terra Luna and the Anchor protocol have a burning mechanism. So the way UST is created is Terra Luna is burned, maintaining a perfect ratio to supply and a fair market balance, which also mitigates volatility. And I can appreciate as a staker, a person looking to park some capital and earn a smooth 19.5% with medium to low risk. And once again, if you were interested, I'll just go over really briefly. You grab yourself a Terra Station wallet. If you want to participate in the staking feature on Anchor, you can stake in the Terra Station wallet and a few other places, but this one has the best gains at 19.5% in the Terra ecosystem. You send your UST coins over here, deposit, and you simply earn 19.5%. There's no button you have to press or anything like that. And it's quite nice. But that is it, everyone. Those are my top picks. All 3 of these are very, very safe. I stake in 2 out of the 3. Like I said, I am still waiting to build up some more capital so I can just dive in one lump sum for the TBILL staking at 50%, which I find really good. And these are all credible places to stake and be a liquidity provider for a DEX. If there is anything you want me to expand on, let me know down in the comments. If you found this helpful, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the community. I would love to have you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I will catch you all